Go and see how somebody else does it, or many other people have done it, and get advice from them. Because you can't, in as much as we can give advice, we can only give advice for where we live.
Yeah.
But there's people who live in different climates or in different environments, as in land, soil, everything like that. And I would just try and go to somebody who maybe already has done this in your area. I would start off with a few chickens, because unless you've experience with animals and experience with kind of growing things, then you're better off to start small and start off maybe 5 or 6 chickens and see if you can be responsible for them. Because we can't leave here, like as in go on a holiday. So you have to ask yourself, can you do this 24/7, 365 days a year? We still have to get up on Christmas Day. I wouldn't jump in head first. I would advise anyone to say, get a few pigs, get a few sheep, because it's just too much work. You have to know if you can be responsible for 5 chickens before you can be responsible for anything else.
Don't underestimate the price of stuff, like even fencing, like, because it runs into a lot of money, like.
Yeah.
And housing, like if you want to fence pigs, think about the size and then the house you have to build, and then water. You're going to put on manual water, or
you're going to have to rotate them every year. You can't keep them in the same area, or you'll have to strip graze them. You know, make little strips with electric fence, and you'll have to move that every so often. You know, vet spills if they get ill, and even how you're going to handle them if they do get ill and you need a vet out to give them an injection. You can't hold down a pig. It's good to read a book, but at the same time, don't think that what the book says is true to you, because, I mean, different environments, you know.
It'd be hard to kill them. Hard to see them slaughtered. Even ducks, it's hard to kill ducks. They're pretty animals and you look after them and you see them and feed them every day, but that's what they're for. I try to kill them all as quick as possible. Like when I think it was 15-20 seconds the time I caught it and killed it the other day. So I still don't like killing animals, like, don't get me wrong. I don't like it, but I can't be a meat eater and go to the shop and buy meat, because it's not right.
Like the first 2 pigs that we had, you found it very hard.
Oh, sure, I was heartbroken.
Connor was in the van crying.
I wasn't crying, I bitch.
Well, you were close enough to it.
No.
I asked for them to see them being killed, because I wanted to see them being killed. I wanted to see it was done right. You know, if you give them a good enough life, then you kind of honour them through death by, you know, utilising every possible part of them that you can, and cooking them well.
Yeah.
So that's what they're there for. You know, people may think that they're our pets, but they're not our pets. You know, if you're going to have any small holding or farm, you have to get past that idea.
Yeah.
What I have learned during my trip is that organic farming can not only provide healthy, natural food, medicine, and other goods, but it strengthens the individual farmer's relationship with nature. Organic farming is a practice in sustainable living because it provides for human needs by working with natural systems instead of trying to manipulate them to get the highest degree of production possible. People who cultivate organic produce not only get a better sense of where their food comes from, but also gain understanding in how we as humans fit into the biotic sphere.
The lady gardener. It's important to be happy. You may think I'm dilettante, strolling with a trowel, but I lay my beds according to the season. Weeds or cultivation, both are real and just as likely to be your burst of pleasure. I watch, anticipating growth. Each seed aspires. So branches fall, a seed lies twisted, what harm in that? Some patterns aren't meant to be. I have had time to see the elder and hawthorn rise like foam. Every border has its beauty. I lay my garden out according to my reason. It's important to be happy.